What is going on, everybody? Are we live? I think we are live. Let me just go ahead and check that we are indeed live. We are indeed live. Cool. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is United vs. Everybody. I am your host, Sean, and a little bit of a change of plans today. We are doing a watch along today. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, obviously couldn't tell by the post, and I did kind of put out a post last night on Twitter and on YouTube. Just a little change of plans. Detroit Red Devils, who I usually head over and meet up with at Loaded Dice Brewery, they are changing up their plan today. They are heading over to a different brewery to watch the game. I think it's one of their sister breweries. I think it's called Brooks Brewers. So if you guys are in the area, in that Shelby Township area, go for it. It's just a little bit of a hike for me. It's about almost twice the different distance. So decided not to make that hike today, but instead I thought I'd chill here, hang out with all of you guys, and do a watch along. Obviously, we did that one watch along for the Southampton match a while ago, so it's been a while. And like I said, I wasn't planning originally when I started the channel to do a ton of these watch alongs, but I thought it could be fun to do one today. So if you are here, join me. Look at Usman already getting involved. Big up, Usman. Appreciate it, my guy. Jumping in with the comments. Good to see you. Feel free to comment along with the action. We are about a half hour away from kickoff, but we did get the starting 11 released already. Obviously, that released about a half hour ago. You guys, let me know your thoughts on the starting 11. Pretty much a strong starting 11 like we predicted, like we were hoping. We've got Onana in goal, Mazraoui, DeLitt, Licha, Dallo probably looking like he's going to be on the left. Casemiro and Ugarte, which was the midfield that a lot of us wanted. And then we got Bruno Fernandes. We've got Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund as well. So pretty much one of the strongest 11s that we can have. Danny B in the house. Good to see you. I'm going to put on my earbuds for a second. And just make sure I can hear. Obviously, I can't put the TV on because you guys will be able to hear it, and I will get copyrighted. But I wish I could. But everybody's showing the love to each other, getting involved. I do enjoy it. What are you guys thinking of that starting 11? Let's look at what the bench looks like today. So, Bayindir, as always, Harry Amas, Johnny Evans, Victor Lindelof, Jack Fletcher, Fitzgerald, Xerxes, Ahmad, and Wheatley. So a good 11. If you guys can't see, you can see the 11 in the bench down below in the ticker. Keep that going for you. I'm going to hopefully have a kind of a clock and a score thing going along, but we'll see if the timer works as well as it hopefully will, but we'll see. Usman's the starting 11 as usual. Danny says what I expected. Yeah, it's kind of like what a lot of us predicted going into this, right? Just strong start 11. I think that the only, at least for us, what we preferred, it seems like the only iffy spot was Ahmad coming on for maybe Rashford or Garnacho, but we all kind of knew deep down that Rashford wasn't going anywhere anytime soon. So we'll see. Hopefully Rashford can produce, right? Because went a little bit in ghost mode the other day. Wasn't really doing enough for him. I didn't say he's bad, like he had an awful game. I just like to see Rashford, Xerxes. I like to see these guys getting involved a bit more, getting more touches, completing more passes, causing more problems for the opposition. And Rashford just wasn't doing it so much in recent weeks. So Usman will be back. No problem, bud. We are here. We are live. We are doing the watch along. Let me know what you guys are doing today, how your guys' morning is going. We had daylight savings time that I didn't even realize until about a half hour ago. Was just hanging out in the kitchen trying to do some dishes, looked over, saw the clock on the oven and freaked out a little bit because it was an hour later. So switched that over. Did get a little extra hour today, which was nice. Nice to have a nice early walk with the dogs. Oddly enough, and this has happened a couple times, I'm walking my dog this morning and there is a deer in my neighborhood, like a 6 to 7 point buck just kind of walking around. And that's happened a few times. So the thing walked pretty much about 15, 20 feet in front of my dogs. And my dogs are cool. They didn't bark or anything, but it's happened a couple times in our neighborhood. I think there's a few houses that have apple trees. We are across the street from like some woods and things, our neighborhood. So it does happen now and then. Danny says he doesn't step up and Ineos will sell if they get a reasonable offer. Yeah, we'll see. We know Barada has that 2-year policy. Rashford hasn't really done a whole lot since he got that new contract and he had that really, really good year in Ten Hag's first season. Definitely hasn't done enough to justify a 300K a week, in my opinion. There's not much that a player does to justify 300K a week, though, but maybe I'm just old. I don't know. But you guys let me know how you're feeling about that starting 11. Danny says, happy Solanke came good today, fantasy. Oh, you got Solanke on your fantasy. Yeah, I was watching a little bit of that Villa Spurs match. And for a second there, it was 1-1, and I was like, this seems pretty standard from what we'd expect from Villa. And then that second half came around, and Spurs just really turned it on, didn't they? They came out of nowhere, which just, it was so funny because one of the commentators ahead of time was talking about how Spursy have been Spursy, and I died laughing that he can say that on TV, but they must have heard him because Solanke came good. I'll never classify Solanke as a world class striker, even a class striker, but he does seem to pop up, and I mean, I guess maybe that's a little unfair. He did have a good goal return last season, but said he had Rodgers too. Yeah, Rodgers scored, didn't he? I'll tell you who did not have a good match, though, Danny, is Pau Torres. He was having a mare in the second half. I am glad to see that Boubacar Kamara is back fit. I really, really liked Boubacar Kamara when he was at Marseille. He was one of those players where at the time it was a position that United needed, and I was dumbfounded that he was available for free and we weren't ever looking at him. He was good young player. He's captain that side. He's a perfect position at the time. I didn't get why we didn't go for Kamara, but he had that long injury last season. Now he's back. We'll see how Villa do, but got about 20 some odd minutes till kickoff. You guys get in your thoughts on that starting 11 on the bench. Would you like to see any of these youngsters get a couple minutes today? Lionhearts popping in the chat. Ooh, a watch along. Yes, we did decide to do a watch along today. Like I said, I usually will go to Loaded Dice Brewery to watch the match with the Detroit Red Devils, which is a supporters group, an official supporters group now. But they moved locations today, and I did not feel like making the drive because it was quite far away. Dan be agreeing with me on Boubacar Kamara. I really like Boubacar Kamara. He's a really good player. It's a shame he had that injury, but it is what it is. Everybody throwing out the love, the Irish connection, getting involved in the chat. Good to see it. Hope everybody's doing well today. Lionhearts, let me know your thoughts on the starting 11 on that bench. One would hope that maybe Amos could get some minutes. I doubt that this will be the game for that. I don't think this is going to be another Leicester. Speaking of Leicester, did you guys see that stat about Bruno Fernandes? His goal, his brace against Leicester, it was like the 150th and the 151st goal involvement he's had since he joined us, which, if I remember the stat correctly, it was like it puts him like 5th or 6th for all players in the top European leagues since he arrived. And I think that puts him top for midfielders as far as that stat goes. You guys let me know your thought. But people who don't rate Bruno, I just don't get it. It's an agenda. Like, you can always spot an agenda when there's clear stats that completely disprove the someone's opinion and they just don't change, or they move the goalposts. Like, someone's going to say, oh, Bruno's not good. Well, here's some stats: chance creation, goal involvements. Well, I just think he whines a lot. Like, it's just moving the goalposts. It's just agenda going to agenda, like I always say. Danny says, see how good João Gomes. Yeah, he had a good match. And like you were saying, I mean, you probably watch a little bit more Wolves than I do, but he does look like he is a bit more involved higher up the pitch. So could be a shrewd little piece of business in the summer. If I know we were linked with him, if Wolves continue to struggle, maybe we could swoop in for somebody like that. Danny B says, I give him another season after this. Who are we talking about there? Starting lineup is quite predictable. Yeah, it's predictable, and it's predictable because it's pretty much our strongest 11. Maybe Ahmad, depending. I think Ahmad comes in whether or not Rashford and Garnacho are in good form, but really it's probably the strongest 11 we could put out right now, considering injuries and everything. So it is what it is. Yeah, no big surprises. Yeah, no big surprises. The bench is going to be interesting. We've had a couple of these youngsters on the bench for the last couple of games now, and it's haven't really seen a whole lot of them get minutes. I know Collier is still injured. Eriksson seems like he's still out. So, which is fine. Eriksson was starting to play a lot of matches, and it was probably just an accumulation of minutes. That's kind of what we said with Eriksson. Yes, he was in a really good run of form, but he's still his legs are a bit gone. That injury didn't help, and it's just going to be a matter of managing his minutes at this point. So, depending on where our finances are in the summer, would you guys keep Eriksson around? Would you let him go in the summer? Let me know your thoughts on that one. Bring anything under 50 would be a good deal for João Gomez. Yeah, I like João Gomez. I can't remember if I discussed him in my defensive midfielder target video last spring. If you guys remember that one, that was a while ago. But I do like João Gomez a lot. Oh, you're talking about Bruno, Danny. Yeah, Bruno. He could easily hang out for another season or two and still go someplace like Barcelona or the Saudi League or even PSG or even Juventus. Honestly, he could go a whole lot of places. Bruno is just always there. Lionhearts hasn't seen the bench. Check the ticker, my guy. It is going all along there. There's the ticker. That'll show you the bench. There it is. Yeah. No, Sean, let him go. He's talking about Bruno again. Danny's is not a fan of Bruno. I'm hoping Fletcher gets some minutes to Lionhearts. Yeah, it would be cool to see Fletcher get some minutes. Obviously, he's looked really, really good when he's played with the youngsters. Biancheri's looked really, really good recently. Ebrigimov has looked really good. I think he got himself a hat trick yesterday or the day before. I can't remember when that was. So the future is looking super, super bright for United. We have a lot of really good young players coming through, and I think that Ruben Amorim is really going to reap the benefits of the way that our academy has been producing a lot with guys like Amos coming through, Fletcher, Collier, Ebrigimov, Obi Martin, Lucille. Don't forget Overy. Don't forget Kone. We've got a lot of really good young players. I think Kone could be a hidden gem in a Ruben Amorim system in that midfield. But you guys let me know what your thoughts are on some of these youngsters coming through. So far, the winning vote for the poll video, what we might do for this next international break is kind of going through our squad and doing kind of a who fits, not necessarily a keeper sell, but more of like a who fits, who doesn't quite fit in the Ruben Amorim 3-4-3 system. So that is leading the race right now. But don't forget to go ahead, if you haven't yet, jump on that poll and vote for which topic you'd like to do. Probably going to try to get some guests on, maybe Justin, maybe Joel, maybe Dylan, maybe somebody new. Maybe I toyed around with the idea of doing a fun video one of these days with my wife where I just kind of explain how football works to someone who doesn't really know anything about football, because my wife doesn't know anything about football. She'll hear me cheer and then she'll go, yeah, good job. And I'm like, I'm not playing, but that could be a fun video to do maybe sometime down the line, but you guys let me know. Danny's agreeing with you, Lionhearts. We do have another giveaway coming up for that international break. I did order another shirt recently, so that should be here sometime this coming week, and then somebody will get involved in that. Obviously, Danny B has made himself exempt from consideration since he's already won one giveaway officially, and he has graciously been given Lionhearts as a jersey last time out. So, but that's okay. I do appreciate the love, the connections going on. We're all about that here. It's about the community, everybody supporting each other, everybody bigging up each other, everybody just loving on each other. You know, it's what we're here for. It's us versus everybody, United versus everybody. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. You haven't done so yet. We are on the road to 2K subscribers, and we are cruising right along. We got a lot of videos this week. Obviously, a lot of big news this week between managers being sacked, managers being hired, the media already turning on Ruben Amorim in a complete 180 from all the headlines that they were putting out about him when Liverpool, City, and West Ham were linked. So we knew that was going to happen. Let's look at the table right here. So, Chelsea are sitting 6th right now. Arsenal are sitting 4th because they got beaten again. I don't think Arsenal are shit right now, aren't they? I just got to go check and see when Arsenal last won a match here. So Arsenal obviously lost 1-0 to Newcastle yesterday. City lost 2-1 to Bournemouth, who are flying under Iraola. A lot of those Bournemouth players are probably going to get picked up. I'm surprised that Evan Nielsen is a really good striker. I really liked Evan Nielsen when he was at Porto. And then I'm pretty sure their manager, Iraola, is probably going to go in the summer too if he keeps it up. I could definitely see him making the step up. But we'll see what happens. West Ham lost big time to Forest. Forest are sitting up in 3rd place right now. So Arsenal are in 4th after their loss. City's 2nd, Liverpool 1st. So Chelsea are in 6th with 17. We are in 13th with 11. If we win today, that's going to shoot us up to 11th place. Ooh. So let's see. Whoop, whoop, 2 bloody K. That's right, my guy. We are on the road to 2K. We are sitting at just over 17 hundo, I think. Semenyo is a good player, Danny. Bournemouth do have a lot of good players. Evan Nielsen. I really like Senese. I liked him when he was at Feyenoord. Really, really good left back, left-footed, big, strong, physical left back. Really liked him a lot when he was in the Eredivisie. I don't know if we'll see. It is going to be funny if we start signing Portuguese players or players from the Portuguese league, because that's a new thing that managers do. But it's going to be fun. There are a lot of really good young and up and coming and even really good older players in the Premier League. That's why I always say, keep an eye on the teams who are going down in relegation, because they're going to have some good players. It's, James Maddison got poached from Leicester. I'm surprised that Leicester managed to hold on to Wilfred Ndidi. I think he would have been a really good pickup for a lot of teams. He would have been someone that I would have liked us to get. Ndidi has definitely moved into a more box-to-box role in the last few seasons. So what's the table look like now? So Wolves are dead last, only on 3 points. They've not had a single win so far this season. So keep an eye on some Wolves players. Maybe we can go swoop for Aït-Nouri. We do need a left back, a left wing back in Amorim's system, and Aït-Nouri, I think, could suit that mold really well. And if they get relegated, it could be a swoop, a masterstroke on our end. Southampton going down. Who does Southampton have these days? Not really a whole. Bella Kotchap. I remember Bella Kotchap when he was, what was that freaking Bundesliga side that he was with? I forgot what it was called now. I remember when he came over from them. He was highly rated at Bochum. That's right. Anybody else over there that I would take in Southampton's tide? I know we were linked with Dibbling late last season, I believe. And then Ipswich. I would definitely take Leif Davis too if Ipswich go down. But let's see. Danny says Raid, Gomez, Nori, Cunha. Yeah, just go all in. Grab all these guys. We need some help. Gomez, we might be losing Eriksson and Casemiro. I can't imagine Lindelof and Maguire will stick around. Probably one or both of those guys is gone too. So we're going to need some players this summer. But Cunha, I know we were linked with Cunha for a while. I definitely think he's better than Zirkzee. It just depends on where our funds are at. I mean, we spent over 25 million to sack and hire new manager in the same week. We had to sell McTominay just to make some purchases. So we definitely are skint. If we miss out on Champions League this season, at the end of the season, we will lose some money from the sponsorship deal as well. So it doesn't help. So hopefully what we'll see under Ineos and under this whole new recruitment staff is actually like a bit of scouting. I think that we haven't really done a good job at scouting at United in a while. I think we're doing a really good job at scouting young talent for the academy and bringing them through, but I don't think in terms of players for the first team, we've done a really good job of scouting. And what I mean by that is players who are hidden gems, players who aren't just these big name, obvious kind of signings. And obviously the obvious big name signings are obviously good, but at the same time, there's something to be said for uncovering hidden gems. And I think that I'd like to see us do more of that, but we'll see. Lionheart says, I was just going to ask if anyone clocked Semenyo yesterday. I was very impressed. He looked dangerous. He was getting really involved in and around the box. Obviously, his first goal, the way he controlled that rapid low pass for that goal was a thing of beauty. I thought he did a really good job to control that before he turned and just lashed. And that was a very Van Persie-esque like goal from Semenyo for that first one. Then he says, Stoke, get Fernandez back or go get Dorgu, cheap prospects. Yeah, I remember we were linked with Dorgu for a while. We've been linked with a lot of left backs. Gutierrez had himself a really good game yesterday. I think he got a goal for Girona. Obviously, he would be pretty expensive. Aït-Nouri looks good. I did that video on left backs earlier this season. I did another one last season too, because again, we needed the left back going into the summer and we just didn't get it. So, but it is what it is. We are just about 10 minutes away from kickoff. What are you guys' score predictions? I'm still going to go with my 2-2. I didn't even check Chelsea's lineup. What's Chelsea got going on? I just want to see what Chelsea are doing today, obviously, since we're playing them. So Chelsea, Sanchez, Reece James, Fofana, Colwill, Malagusto, Caicedo, Lavia, Pedro Neto, Palmer, Madueke, and Jackson. So no Enzo starting, no Mudryk starting. There was a couple of wastes of money. Nkunku was not cheap. Felix is probably not cheap. He's not starting at all. Definitely have a strong bench, though. Cucurella is not even starting. So it's kind of what the interesting thing when you get new managers, right? Danny's still holding down with the 2-1. I think that's what you said yesterday. I went 2-2 because I think there will be their goals. I can see the 2-1 because I do think that our defense has been very good this season and may not look it. And I think certain members of our defense haven't been as good as others, Diogo Dalot. But I think that overall, I mean, we're no longer top for clean sheets. I think Liverpool are top now. I thought, could be wrong, but I think we are like third for clean sheets right now, tied technically for second, I guess, if you want to get technical about it. Let me see what we got here. So we are we're tied for second with Forest. Liverpool have 5. We have 4. So Lionheart says the best option for me is to get Shaw back and fit. I think you got about as much chance as that as anybody winning the lottery and get struck by lightning and seeing an alien on the same day of the year, my guy. I just don't think it's the thing with dog is you get dog hair everywhere. Get dog hair in my nose. We would all love it if Shaw could stay fit. The guy just can't stay fit. So it's just, he's like I've said many times, for me, Shaw is a non-entity in terms of squad options at this point. He just can't stay fit. Danny says, hopefully Madueke not going to butcher Dalot. I think that if we can communicate, if Dalot can just stick to his man a little bit, not give people so much space, I think we'll be fine. But he hasn't shown that he can do that. So Lineshair says, I'm hoping for a win, but that Jackson pushed the shitters up. Yeah, for some reason, Jackson decided to remember that he's a footballer this season when last season he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. He was on some like Timo Werner level sitters that he was missing last season. But this year he's just decided to finally remember how to score, which could be bad for us. Looks like Sir Jim and Dan Ashworth are hanging out in the stands. Everybody's out there. Brailsford, the whole gang. Davey says Highline might be dangerous with him and Madueke. Lionhearts. Yeah, Madueke is so good. And Ruud will remember Madueke from his time at PSV. So if Madueke has himself a worldie today, it's going to be because of Ruud. I'm going to take credit for that either way. It's how I'm going to let the cognitive dissonance deal with it. um, oh boy, how you guys feeling about it? I haven't gone into a match feeling like super optimistic for a while. Call me gun shy, call me, fool me once, shame on you kind of a situation. But um, it's just that's what United will do to you this year. Sorry, I'm just looking at my phone real quick to see if I've got anything going on. Just want to make sure that we are all good here. So, guys, get your thoughts in on the match. Obviously, we're going to be chilling for the next hour and a half or so. We'll hang around a little bit after the final whistle just to chat about the result and go from there. Danny B's just dying laughing. Hey, you know what? That's what we do. Yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Like I said, we are on the road to 2K. This is the starting live, and get your thoughts in on the starting lineup if you haven't done so yet. If you're just joining the stream, we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Hoping for the best, expecting the worst. That's pretty much United in a nutshell these days, right? So it is what it is. That new players tunnel looks nice, though. I'm looking forward to maybe checking that out when I'm there. Justin hasn't been up to the trophy room yet, so I will. It'll be cool to see Justin go check out the trophies. We'll be back in January. Potentially going to Salford match and an academy match as well while we're there. Probably gonna go hang out downtown for a day and just eat all the food. Going to the mall, going to Piccadilly, just sampling pretty much all the food that there is. I know Justin's really looking forward to those duck burgers at the mall, so let's try to get Justin hooked up. So hit that like button if you want Justin to go get his duck burger on when we go there in January. Danny B says Rashford needs to step up now. No more excuses. Yep, I remember I did that video in the summer for a couple. I did one for Mason Mount, one for Luke Shaw, and one for Rashford, saying this is make or break season for some of these players, Rashford included. Rashford really needs to show. So this is a problem when you have a good season. I always say success breeds expectation. When you do well, we expect you to maintain. And Rashford just hasn't shown that he can do that. Yeah, his numbers were on a very kind of steady, gradual incline, increase over the seasons, and it peaked in 22-23, but last season it just all fell apart. So Lionheart says, wait a minute, duck burger. Yeah, bro. If you ever been to to Manchester and you go to the Arndale, the mall, there's the normal food court, but then if you go up in the back corner hidden away, there's an ethnic food kind of area. It's almost like a little street market, but there's all sorts of these different booths and everything. And one of them is this Asian booth, and we got these duck burgers. So they are on point, man. If you're a fan of different types of foods and everything, I do love me some. There used to be an Ethiopian restaurant near me that it's gone out of business a long time ago, but I loved some of that food. It was called Addis Ababa. It was very good. Anybody says step up or ship out to Rashford. Yeah, Rashford's got to do. It's more about justifying the wages for me. If he wasn't on that contract, I wouldn't be so harsh on him. But if you're going to get that contract, then that contract is an expectation. It's not a reward. It used to be when you join United, that's when the work started. Now it seems players join United, players get these contracts, and they're like, okay, cool, I've made it, I can chill. No, that's when the work starts. You get that contract, now you got to justify it. It's something you got to live up to. And you have to maintain that level. It's the new contract is an expectation. It's an acknowledgement. It's a bit of an agreement. This is what we expect from you, and he's not doing it. Danny B says, it might be a few seconds behind on the stick. Well, hopefully we won't spoil anything for you. Justin's out here on amateur hour. He's got his notifications on FootMob all the time, and sometimes his FootMob is a few seconds ahead of when we're watching, and he's always getting the notifications. And I'm like, bro, it's Bush League. Lionheart says that sounds dry as fuck. Ethiopian food or the duck burger? Duck is very, very good. Give it a good sear, then you pop it in the oven to finish it off. I love me some duck. I don't hunt, but I tell my wife, if I ever hunted, it would be for duck. I used to work at an outdoors store when I lived in Indiana. You guys ever heard of Bass Pro Shops? Probably, but I worked with a guy who used to go duck hunting, and he used to bring me duck all the time. He'd bring it wrapped in foil. It'd be cooked. It'd be seasoned. He'd bring it nice and hot when we showed up in the morning. And I used to get in trouble because I would just sit and talk to customers while I was eating it from my foil like a hobo or something. I'm just like, this is amazing. Licking my fingers and stuff. Duck burger, is it mint? No, it's not. It's good, man. I don't. It's been in there, so they didn't have them when I went last season. But it's good times. So we are just a second here away from kickoff, everybody. Let me just see if I can get this going on. I want to try to see if I can get the timer and everything going on one screen while I chill on the other. If I can't, then I might just take off the timer. But you guys let me know. Do you care about seeing the score and the time, or are you good just chilling with me on the screen? Because I'm going to try to do one. Otherwise, I'm just going to take it off. But we are here with kickoff. I'm going to go ahead and hit this going. So how's that looking? Is that working for you guys? Let me know. I'll still be doing comments and stuff as we go along, but probably going to be a few seconds behind, but that is okay. Danny says, all good, eyes on the TV. Let me see if this works. Yeah, we're good. Just want to check and see that it's what is going on. Oh yeah, we're good. That looks really good. So Boniface, Machungi, Chelsea all the way to carry today. Oh well, welcome to the channel, my friend. No problem having any Chelsea fans in here. If you guys want to chill, one of my old friends, Joshua, is a Chelsea fan, so it is what it is. Nobody's perfect, right? So go on, Maz. Oh, Maz is playing on the left, or he just advanced up there. Yeah, Maz is on the left. So Mizraoi's on the left today. Yeah, Lionheart says good press at the start. We are doing really. Sometimes we'll start well, and then after a couple minutes, but we'll see if that was just a manager thing. But again, these players have been doing that for years, so I can't just blame that on Eric Ten Hag. Plus, it's not the manager's job to people say the manager's got to get them motivated. It's not that simple. You guys know what I do for a living, mental health professional. It's not simple. Anybody who's taught children, anybody who has children, it's not that simple to just get people to change. It's not. It's mentality. So hopefully these players have access to sports psychologist at the club. I know that the club brought in someone a few years ago on a consultant part-time basis. I know that they've recently been hiring for their academy as well. So we will see how it goes. But we'll keep this up for a bit here and let it run. When scores come in, I'll take the score off the screen and go change it up. But otherwise, I might just leave it off for a bit because it's just a lot of maintenance. Come on, you guys got to stay switched on. Come on, Maz. Go, go, go. Oh, good ball. Get there. So Hoyland looking a little isolated up there in that instance. I don't know why no one's trying to carry the ball a little further up. I know there's 3 Chelsea players on Bruno in that instance, but nobody's making themselves an option to kind of ease off some of that pressure. Just Hoyland making that run. So Rashford needs to press a little bit here. So yeah, it looks like Bruno's kind of Bruno always presses, even if we weren't a pressing side. Bruno is just he just runs everywhere. Bruno's like one of these like kids in gym who's just always just like he's got pent up energy, just running around red faced. Come on, Rashford. Yeah, I don't think Rashford knows how to press. Like people think that pressing is just closing down the player, but it's more about closing down space. And Rashford just doesn't seem to have that level of tactical knowledge when it comes to when to press, where to press, how to press, and he just always looks like he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing, which is unfortunate because he has it in him to really change a game. Sometimes he just doesn't show it enough. But I do like the way we're pressing pretty well, keeping the ball in Chelsea's half, keeping the ball in the final third, really, which is nice. We're moving it really well. I wish Ugarte would have got his head up there and seen Rashford making that run. I don't know if Ugarte's got that ball in his locker though, does he? Everybody's making runs and no one's picking him up. We're holding on the ball just a little too much. I don't really know what Mizrahi's doing there. He just kind of fell over nothing. Pulled an Aryan Robin. Watch Neto. Cass cannot keep up with that ball. This is where Cass is totally in the worst position, trying to chase back in those situations. Nope. Casemiro picked a bad day to kind of revert to type there because he can't be doing that kind of legwork. And Chelsea are going to exploit that if we let them, running at Casemiro in that situation and then leaving him isolated on the edge of the box. You saw him just swing that foot in. That's not good. And Art says, is it me? Is it looking like we're playing a back three? I'm sure like in the build up, I haven't looked too closely at it yet, but it seems like Mizrahi is the one getting further forward and Dallow's kind of chilling in the back a little bit, which could be better. I think that, Dallow has been guilty in the last couple matches of kind of going on walkabouts a little bit like Fabian Barthez or something. And it's left us a little isolated. Go on, Hoyland. Come on, ref. Thank you. Go on, Rasmus. I don't know what happened to Caldwell. Caldwell looked so good, and then he joined Chelsea. Maybe Caldwell, because he got forced to play left back so many times, and it just made him look shit. But he's not been super, super great. But maybe I haven't watched a whole lot of Chelsea, though. I don't know how Chelsea get away with buying so many players for so much, and they still don't have a shirt sponsor to help offset these costs. Like I said it on United TV Rich's stream yesterday, like as soon as City's court case is done, Chelsea are next because I don't know how they're getting away with this. Same with Forest. Forest bought so many players the other season and they didn't have a shirt sponsor for like several months. I don't get how financially teams can get around that. And yeah, per year, it's not a ton, but it's better than nothing. At least helps pay the wages for each year almost. Gosh, these freaking dogs. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose, I swear. I just got like, I could feel like dog hair like on the edge of my nose. I have very hairy dogs. It's like if you guys ever had any Australian Shepherds or Border Collie, the old joke is they shed 2 times a year for 6 months at a time. So vacuum gets a lot of work. Just boot it. Thank you. There you go. Just win that second. Casemiro. God, what is he doing? He does that all the time, and it's so annoying. Fucking hell. Chelsea are getting everything because of super long contracts. Yeah, they did exploit the amortization of those contracts, and that's what they're doing. I just think that you still have to have money to at least pay the initial payment. You have to have money for the wages as well, and then you're gonna have that money. Have Chelsea sold anybody? I'm trying to think if Chelsea have sold any players. I mean, they're gonna be bringing on Sancho in the summer with his wages as well. So I think that, again, thinking short term with that, cool, but it will catch up to you over and eventually, and it will be a time where the bill collector's knocking on the door at Stamford Bridge asking where his money is. But so far, so Casemiro already has done some classic Casemiro stuff. He's kind of been caught too square on a counterattack and been left in the dust. He already swung a foot out on the edge of the box to try to block a dribble. And he already made his blind pass, one touch, no look pass to midfield right to an opposition player. So he's ticked 3 out of 4 of the Casemiro boxes. All he's got to do now is go in 2-footed in the middle of the park and give away a foul, and then he'll complete the Garnacho, what are you doing? Get your head up, bro. And I just told you. I mean, he won it, but I told you that was the 4th thing that he was going to do, and Casemiro just did it. Oh, I'm like Nostradamus. He actually got lucky and he won it, but it was still the classic Casemiro stuff. Good job, Maz. Rashford, you got to scan before you receive that ball, man. You had time on the out wide. Why are we moving into the middle of the pitch when we've got room on the wing to burn? Danny says 100, Sean. I told you. It's like you could play tic-tac. You could play bingo with some of these players, with some of these habits that they always check. So on the positive side, Casemiro does tend to get on the end of something on the free kick. So maybe that completes the set for Casemiro. 4 negatives and a positive. Because he does end up, I don't know how he does it, but he always gets on the end of something when we have free kicks into the box. So, which I don't have a problem with, but he's got so many negatives when he's not having a good game. And today we've already seen 4 of them. So it is what it is. First 10 minutes are going by. We're already in the 12th minute. See, Chelsea are sitting pretty low. Packing the midfield, packing the defense. Bruno, I don't know what let's keep the ball on the ground. Yeah, we have looked a better team. Chelsea seem like they're happy to kind of hit us on the counter, which is what it is. Always end on a positive. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. At least maybe the silver lining is we got all these negatives out of the way early on in the match. Maybe we won't see him anymore. So nobody wants to. Someone just needs to go 2-foot Cole Palmer, please, and just let him know you're there. Rashford, follow. See, I don't really know. Ugarte looks like he's just trying to block lanes. I wish Ugarte would be. And you guys think Ugarte should be just like man marking somebody, or should he just what was that ball? We didn't need to play that ball so quickly. Hollywood Bruno, it's looking like, yeah, it's early. We're only 12 minutes in, but we're playing a lot of unnecessarily risky, low percentage balls when we have time to like make sure we're making a better decision. And again, we're holding on to it sometimes when we shouldn't. We're letting it go or we just need to dial it in. Let's see how it goes. All right, go on, Licha. I think Mazraoui's got to do a little better to try to prevent that ball from coming through there, but Dalot getting pulled. See, now they're doubling up. So I told you guys to watch out for those third man runs because he's unmarked. He and Neto are kind of doubling up on Dalot, and that's going to cause us problems. Because Dalot is going to be marking Neto and Palmer is going to be just completely free. Fuck, we got lucky there. Yeah, I told you guys they like those third man runs, and Palmer's not someone you just want to leave wide open. Danny B says Ugarte Cass need to stay close together, not get drawn out. Yeah, they need to just be a little patient. Yeah, that should be a foul on Casemiro. Madueke pushed him. We're falling deeper and deeper. That's a foul, ref. I don't know what the Chelsea players are pointing at. They didn't even see it. Guy fouled his own player and fouled Casemiro on that corner anyway. So Let's see this. It's not the only foul in that whole set piece was Madueke pushing down Casemiro. I don't understand what they're whining about. I can't stand these Chelsea shirts. They look like screensavers from an iMac from like 1997 or something. They're so weird looking. They look like lava lamps. Not, yeah, I'm not a Chelsea fan though, so I don't care. But oh, I'll be so happy when this election is over. I'm tired of getting spam texts and phone calls. Thankfully, I have a spam blocker on my phone now, so that's good. But cannot be sitting a little too high up when you've got guys like Madueke and Neto on the pitch. They are going to do you for pace if you let them. So Chelsea have kind of picked up momentum here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Pretty back and forth so far. They do look like something from '98. See, Rashford, play the ball. The corner. Rashford's. He's got to look for Højlund making those runs. Like, this is why I say many times we don't have wingers, because natural wingers look to get the ball into the box for someone else. They don't want to carry it and then cut in like that. We have inside forwards, inverted winger, whatever you want to call them. We don't have traditional wingers. So it could be good in an Amorim system, but the selfishness and the flat out refusal to get their head up and look for the better option is not ideal, personally. And Rashford should be doing better as a 27-year-old player. Get in! Get back, get back, get back. Get back, get back. Oh, well done, Dallo. Well done, Dallo. What the hell was that? Then he fucks it up. Go on, Delit. Go on, Delit. Back, keep. Thank you, sir. Good job, Maz. That is brilliant defending. Just boot it. Thank you. Fuck. Oh, really needed that. Really needed Caldwell to not get on the end of that. See, Højlund's got to remember too, like, and he'll learn this with age. So in that situation, he's playing with his back and he's trying to win the ball, but if he can't win and he sees one of his other teammates making that run in behind, he doesn't have to win the ball. If he can just get back, lean back a little bit, or jump a little earlier to block Caldwell's view, that ball could have very easily gone right over Caldwell's head, and Garnacho could have just ran right onto it. But that will come with age. Højlund's young. He's only really been played as that, like, in that hold-up capacity of the last 2 or 3 matches. I don't think it gets the best out of him personally. I know he's a bigger guy, but Onana long ball. See, Onana has it too, and that's the thing. We've seen him put it on a dime for some of our players. I think Onana just needs to get dialed in the game. I don't care how good you are, passing, distribution, shooting. You're never, like, your first shot like that is never usually going to be just pinpoint. It does take a little bit to get into it. You see it all the time when players who take set pieces and stuff, they've got to come in. They've got, the first set piece usually is skied, a little lofty, or just a little doesn't beat the first man. And then it just takes a bit to get dialed in. But the problem is Onana is supposed to be better at that. Dallo, you're getting a little too pulled centrally, bud. It's like these players are afraid of Cole Palmer, man. Jeez. All right. Pretty back and forth so far. We had a good spell. Chelsea had a decent spell. It was a little shorter. So I just want to see what the momentum was looking like so far. Yeah, Casemiro's struggling a little bit right now. Okay, I don't know what Onana's doing there. Yeah, I don't see. I was hoping that Ruud would cut out this playing out from the back nonsense because, and I said it, you guys remember I said it in the preview, Chelsea are pressing and Onana can't just dally on the ball like he does. We have to play these balls a lot sooner. Good touch, Garnacho. Oh, get in! Ah! Yeah, Danny, it wasn't. That was eerily. I had like PTSD watching that. Reminding me of the Galatasaray match because that was basically the same situation that we found ourselves in against Galatasaray that led to a pen. And I think that was more on. I would blame Onana more for playing that ball personally. I don't think he needs to know better than that. But Casemiro just not. I don't. You know, a lot of teams do that. They play that exact same pattern of play. Real quick ball out to someone centrally who just kind of first times it out wide, but Chelsea are anticipating that because it's coming to Casemiro, who is right-footed. He's not going to be playing a left foot ball out to the other side. And so they had two men pressing. Neto was already there to intercept that other ball. So Onana needs to do better to read that situation as the keeper. He can see the whole pitch, and he just needs to say, no, F that. I'm just going to hoof it, and we'll regroup and try it again. But Chelsea are very good on the counter. See, why do we keep doing this? Casemiro is not the guy I want in that position picking up that ball. What is SMH? It means shake my head, just like Højlund too physical for Fofana. I think Højlund is really growing into that side of his game. Come on, ref. Good job, Maz. Getting right back up. Don't do it, Rashford. Man on. Fucking hell. Somebody want to talk to each other? Jeez. You learn this when you're like 4 years old. Man on. Time. Like, I freaking do it, and I'm almost 40 years old playing indoor. Like, what the hell? Ref! That's a pen. He's not playing the ball. Ref, he's got his hands all over his head. Come on. It's not a collision. His freaking commentator's talking about it's just a collision. His freaking hands are up. It's not a collision if his hands are on his neck and his head. If that were Casemiro, he'd be red carded already and freaking deported. Yeah, exactly, Danny. He took Rasmus out. He's not trying to play the ball. He's not trying to do anything other than take Højlund out. He's got a freaking scratch in his neck, ref. For fuck's sake. Ref. Oh, Rashford. What happened to Rashford here? Okay, that should be a freaking pen, too. He goes in, studs high, catches Rashford on the foot. How is that not a pen? There are two penalty situations there. That's literally could have been two pens. Exactly, Lionhearts. Fucking hell. It's going to be one of those days. Oh, now they want to... Fuck off, ref. Someone go 2 foot this, ref. Good job, Maz. Go on. Go on. Hit him on the counter. Just fucking hit him on the counter. Like the old... Oh, what a leave. Ah, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Rashford got gassed too. Yeah, Rashford got taken. He got Reece James went in with his studs and caught him on the foot after he played that ball. Like, those are two penalty shouts. Fucking Højlund, you got to make a decision. Come on, you got to play that ball sooner. Ref, look at his fucking neck. Jeez, what's up, Cooper? What's up, buddy? I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. Garnacho's got to do better with that shot. He's got to go near post. Ah. Baby girl, what you doing? Hi. What's up? Not time yet. Yeah, we honestly we have 2 penalty shots there, and I'm a little annoyed that not one of them was looked at a little more closely. Hoyland's got a freaking scars on his neck, and Rashford got completely studs. Garnacho said, should have passed. Let's go again now. Yeah, we're doing really well. Someone want to freaking handle that ball? Why are we letting that ball bounce about 800 times like we're watching a sing-along? Just hoof it. Should have handled it there. Should have handled it there. Ooh. Ugarte just tripping on nothing. Ugh. Hoyland. I mean, Onana, sorry. What are you doing? Caldwell versus Hoyland is going to be an interesting one to watch. Danny says 100 Delit should not let that bounce. Yeah, I don't know if Delit thought he was a little further back maybe and Onana was there or what, but just put your head on it and put it right out of play. I don't care what you do with it. Just handle it. And no one handled it. Danny says ref was a prick. Danny, come on. Jeez. Get back. I'm not sure. At least Palmer's been a little quiet, so there's Hoyland getting manhandled again. Yeah, this Caldwell-Hoyland battle is going to be a fun one to watch. Caldwell wasn't long swapping Fofana. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Fofana, Caldwell. Fucking hell. Just can't hang. Good. That was good by Casemiro. I'll give him props for that one. Casemiro loves him some gloves, doesn't he? He's got on that Martial drip, just always rocking those gloves. Be in the middle of August, 90 degrees, and Casemiro will be out here with gloves and a long sleeve kit on. Those Brazilians. There you go. There you go. Pass the ball. Oh my God. Fucking hell. Hoyland, you've got to pass the ball sooner. You've got to play that ball so much sooner. Come on. He's not offside. One. Don't mention Palmer, please. Do not jinx it. You guys have got to play the ball sooner. I said it in the preview. We've got to just move the ball faster than we do. We just hold on to it a little too long. We're just a little too hesitant to release that pass, and it's just fucking. Yeah, it's frustrating too because he's left-footed. He could have easily split the Chelsea players and played that ball in, and he just didn't do it. Move the ball. Come on, ref. I'm getting these fucking refs are pissing me off today. They're not calling anything, man. It's annoying. Hmm. I'll turn this up just a little. Boom, boom. I'll do that. Back hurts a little bit. I got a pillow behind me. Played a little bit of footy on a futsal court yesterday, so I'm just like, play the ball! Oh my God. Rasmus, you have got to pass the fucking ball. Fucking hell, man. When is Mainu going to be back? I'm not sure. He was supposed to be out like a month, and that was a couple weeks ago. Probably another week or so, I imagine. Another couple weeks. Hoyland, you've got to play the ball. God. Could have had really good opportunities if Hoyland just played that ball a second sooner. Yeah, Danny, he's just. It ain't 2008, man. We don't have these Rooney, Tevez, Cristiano connection where they're just one touch, free flowing. Go on, Bruno. Get in. Mazraoui, wake up. Wake up. Oh, go on, Maz. Ah, fuck. Yeah, twice now, man. It's just it's getting on my nerves. At least the butcher knife has been sharpened. Yeah, and I think that Leach's doing what I needed him to do early in this season that he wasn't. He's just chilling. He's just taking care of things when they come in around the box. He's not rushing up to middle of the pitch to try to make these challenges and stuff. He's just doing what he needs to do. Just wait for the situation to come to you sometimes and handle it. He's good enough at handling these situations. And Chelsea, they're not going to play a ton of like long balls over the top. So in these channels and stuff, he can do just fine. Yeah, Danny, he seems better today because he's just keeping it simple. And even if you look at Dallow's not been as involved as he has been in terms of just kind of being caught out of position when he's just doing what he needs to do, but which is just what you need. Like what? Onana needs to freaking move the ball, man. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit already. Like, where were you passing that to? Was that Bruno playing that fucking ball? Come on. There you go. Oh, go on. Ref. Yeah, he played that really bad ball to nobody, didn't he? I mean, you can tell, Danny, he's trying to take advantage of hitting him on the break. It's just Bruno's decision making and discernment on when is the best time to do that is just not the best because Bruno will do it every single time. Just put it back to delete. There you go. Fuck. Like Rashford, what do we... So I know there are a lot of people who under Ten Hag or like under Van Gaal, or they want like this exciting, creative, free flowing. But you're seeing right now, like with that bullshit touch from Rashford right there that didn't lead to anything. Like you have to do better at controlling the ball. You have to play smart passes. You have to hold on to it more often than not. You can't just be playing these no look back heel flicks and shit because it just doesn't happen. Dallo looked good last season because of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. When now he's gone, Dallo was being found out again. Yeah, it's another corner. Chelsea even that good at set pieces? I haven't even seen any set piece numbers for them. It's pretty neck and neck. Chelsea have had the more expected goals. They just haven't had any shots on target. So, ref, come on. Too deep, like you said earlier, Lionhearts. Yeah. And this is what happens when the referee just lets a bunch of bullshit go. All these little challenges and fouls is that someone's going to get hurt now. because now they're just getting away with everything. This is your first job as a referee, is to keep 11 players on the pitch, take care of the players. Your job isn't to be the star. Your job isn't to stamp your authority. Your job is to take care of the players. Keep 11 or 22 men on the pitch. That's all. Yeah, Danny says we need to keep the ball. Yeah, we need to do better at keeping the ball. Bruno is just, we need to calm down. I think what happened is we started well, we were doing well, and then we got a little kind of shell-shocked after some of those Chelsea counterattacks and some of those set pieces, and now we're just a little nervous, and we're just playing in this kind of shit. Like, again, we just lose the ball again because we're just... But see how many players Chelsea have forward right now. This is why Bruno's trying to play those balls, because Chelsea have so many men forward. They play such a high line. Like, they've got everybody in our half right now. All it will take is one ball from Bruno, one really good ball and one really good run, and we're in on goal. It's just we can't get it off because we're playing the ball quickly, but it's not good enough, or we're holding on to the ball too long and the opportunity is lost. Haven't quite dialed. See, there we go. Go on, Ugarte. That's handball, ref. Go on. Oh, it's not handball. It looked like handball from this angle. Only thing is Bruno gonna put this in? Like, I mean, come on. Who's taking this? Bruno? You guys want Bruno on this? He did score that one against Leicester, didn't he? Oh, you gave him a card too. It's about time. Jeez. I remember Rashford scored that beautiful free kick against Chelsea 4 years ago, but I think aside from Bruno's the other day, when was the last time we scored directly from a free kick? Was it Ronaldo against Spurs? You guys want Rashford to take it. This might be a little too close for Rashford's knuckleball. I think Rashford needs to be a little further away. I think that Bruno has a really, really good bend on his shot, though. It's a little central for Bruno. If Rashford's got to get it up and down, and it's pretty close to the goal. If it were maybe 5 yards further out, well, we'll see who's going to pull rank here and take this one. Oh, give Reece James a red card. Touch his face. Give him a red card, ref. See, the problem is it's a better angle for Rashford's shot, but it's so close. It's distance-wise, it's better for Bruno. Fucking hell. Get in the box. Fucking hell. Fuck off, Rashford. Such bullshit ball in the box. Madison free kick today. Well, yeah. Yeah, Madison's free kick was a thing of beauty. You guys watch that one. I will step away for a hot second at halftime. Just I gotta feed the dogs their lunch. Cooper, go away. Cooper, go away. Go to your blanket. Bruno hit that 100 times and still wouldn't score. Yeah, Bruno's just... Yeah, I just needed to get his foot underneath that a little bit more. Get it with the instep. I've seen Bruno. Trying to remember how many Bruno has scored directly. I remember he knocked Liverpool out of one cup competition several years ago with a free kick like that, and obviously he scored the other day. It doesn't happen that much anymore that people score directly. I think like Ward Prowse has done it many, many times, but other than that, it doesn't happen super frequently. Onana's passing has been shit today, though, Danny. You are right. Like, I think it would go good, 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 good. Come on. So just, what in the hell? You guys gotta wake up. That's a handball. Oh, Cooper. They said Pooper. That would be a class name for a dog, though. No, Cooper. Cooper and Bailey are my dogs. They're just chilling. Cooper's. Why are we still looking at a challenge by Martinez on Colwell? Oh my gosh. That's not even in contact. Oh my god, they are really, really clutching at straws trying to go back. No one wants to look at Rashford getting studs from Reece James. No one wants to look at Madueke pushing Casemiro on a set piece. Three of them there still didn't win the ball. Yeah, I don't. Come on. Yeah, it's like the get their Cass. Fuck. Chelsea are just so much better at moving the ball than we are. See, look at this. Licha gets caught high up the pitch and he causes himself some problems. Like, just chill, man. Just chill. Skyer scum, they have an agenda. Yeah, Skyer's still pissed that we didn't let them buy us years ago, aren't they? They're mad. They are missing out. Is there anybody who doesn't hate us? I mean, everybody hates us. Rashford, what the actual hell? I don't even care. Ugarte, take the yellow, take him out. Rashford's got to be doing better. Ref a prick. Rashford looked a fucking mug. Come on. Casemiro completely done. Rashford completely done. Fucking hell. I don't even care if Ugarte takes the L. You kind of have to in that situation. It's not even his fault, really. Rashford and Casemiro just got completely turned inside out by Cole Palmer's first touch there. Thankfully, like I said, it's been a quiet half for him. He's got forward a couple times, but he hasn't really done a whole lot with it. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm trying not to jinx it, but Rashford, even worse one. Yeah, Rashford. I mean, I'm not going to get too harsh on Rashford just because he's not a defender. It's not really what he's used to doing, but it was way too easy. Rashford's having another one of those quiet games. Hasn't been a super, super big game for a whole lot of players. Boot it. Thank you. That's all you got to do. See, how does the striker know what to do with the ball in the box and these defenders can't do it? Just don't try to take it down. Don't try to freaking be cute. Just get rid of it. That's all you have to do. There you go. There you go. Pass yourself. Yep. Nope. 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 Fucking hell. Hoyland's really not good at passing the ball, is he? Go on, Maz. Come on, Maz. Here you go. Press him, press him, press him, press him, press him. There you go, Maz. What a fucking baller. My guy. Fuck. And then Garnacho fucking ruins it. Jeez. Do you think the ref's a prick, Danny? Ref's just not being. At least he's being consistent with any sort of bullshit in the box, but it's still bullshit. I mean, if you can be consistent, but it can still be wrong. Rashford needs to be subbed out, bring Almada, keep the ball. Yeah, Rashford's just not having a great match. Ruud must have went out and bought like 800 turtlenecks when he got appointed interim because he's just wearing them left and right. What are these challenges? These are some shit half-ass challenges from us in the really dangerous part of the pitch. Fuck. How many yellow cards is that for us already? Let's. Only 3 cards so far, huh? Interesting. Dallo, yeah. Yeah, Danny, we've been guilty of that for a couple years now, of our fullbacks just getting pulled a little too centrally. I don't understand why. There's 2 other center backs there. There's no reason for the fullbacks to get that central. But we've been doing. We did it under Ollie. We did it under Jose. We did it under Ragnick. We do it under Ten Hag. Our fullbacks just have not great positional awareness, and they constantly get pulled too centrally. Nice control. Just hoof it. Thank you. Put Maz on the right and bring Amos on. Fuck it. I've seen a lot of people talking about this Anthony at wingback on the left side notion. I'm not sure where that started. I remember I brought it up a couple times, but I'm not sure like when that whole thing started. Right, like it reminds me when people were talking about putting Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the 6 a long time ago because they said he's good at tackling. Like that's not what you need in the 6. Go on. Fucking hell. Go on. Put it in a box. Put it in a box. Fucking hell. Put it in a box. Rashford. Leaning back, man. Why are you leaning back? Fucking hell. There's just that was just fucking way too casual from Rashford there. All right, y'all. All right, let me transition this over. Let me run and feed these dogs. You guys go enjoy your halftime for a second. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to feed these dogs, and I'll be right back. All right. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Good first half. We'll come back and wrap up what we thought from the first half here in a second. But I am going to go feed these dogs their lunch. So I will be right back, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Hit the like button, subscribe, get in your thoughts on the first half, and I'll be back to discuss my thoughts as well. I'll be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. It's the dog's lunchtime. Wanted to make sure they both got fed. Oh, let me get caught up here. What are you guys saying here? What was your guys' thoughts on the first half? Cooper, go away. Making some tea. Lionheart's going to grab himself a hot bar. I don't know what that means. Cooper, go to your blanket. Go on. Little turd. Making some tea. I need to get myself some sort of caffeine here in a little while. I'll wait till after the match, though. What is Bovril? What is that? I'm going to have to Google that. Apparently it's delicious. All right, where's my phone? I'm going to Google this. Usman, welcome back, my guy. Sorry I dipped out for a second there. Just feeding the dogs. Bovril? This better not be something porny or else I'm going to be mad at you. Bovril? What is that? It's just gravy? Like, I don't understand. Someone tell me what Bovril is. What do you do with that? A lovely cup of gravy. So it's just gravy. Doing a Sunday roast. Is that what's going on, Lionhearts? I remember didn't like it, but barely remember. Cutbear's tea for me, Lionhearts. Ran out of Lions. Yes, welcome back. Oh, it's all good, man. Just happy to have you back. Get your thoughts in on the first half. Anybody? I know some people. There's already some calls for Rashford to get taken off. He's just not. It's just not happening for Rashford, and so I think also this shows you like people blaming Ten Hag. Ten Hag's not the issue. Like soup gravy, really rich taste. So like you just drink it or you just heat it up and eat it like it's just like soup, like broth or something, or do you put it on like roast beef or something? I'm so very confused right now. You guys let me know. Bovril is a thick, salty beef extract paste. So what do you do with it? No one's told me what you do with it. Yeah, Newsman. I've never heard of it either, but I am American, so that's probably why. Let's check some of these stats out. So far, what are we looking at? Possession pretty equal. We've had 47%. I'm going to switch some of these banners up here. Hold on one second. There we go. Switch that up. 47% possession for United, 53%. Our XG, we've kind of been limited only to counterattacks. So our XG is only at 0.62. Chelsea are almost twice as much with 1.08. Chelsea have had 6 shots. We've had 4, but we've both had 1 shot on target apiece. We've had more big chances, but we're just not doing it. Passing's pretty straightforward. Fouls, Chelsea they keep winning these corners. We keep gifting them these corners. Chelsea have had a couple more shots, twice as many shots inside the box as we, but they just only been on target once. So we're blocking a lot of them. So we're giving Cole Palmer a little too much time, a little too much space. I think we're worried. He and Neto are like doubling up against Dallo, which they're really exploiting him. So I would honestly start this half by switching up Mazraoui and Dallo on the side. So I think that Mazraoui can probably handle that a little better, simply because he's a little older, can read the situation a little better. Chelsea have had twice as many touches in our box as we've had in theirs. They've had 16 touches in our box. We've only had 8. Just don't get it on your white bed cheese. Who's eating this stuff in bed? Lionhearts. I have a rule. I don't eat food in bed. I don't bring food into my room. I don't even have a TV in your room. My bedroom is for sleeping, and that's it. I don't like food. I don't even like eating crumbly things on the couch because I don't want crumbs everywhere. I'm not a big fan of crumbs. Well, that's how bad second half was. We talking about overall? Yeah. I can't even imagine What's going on with this Bovril? I've never heard of it before until about 2 minutes ago. And now it's just all I can think about for no good reason at all. So the worst reasons possible. I'm afraid of it, and I probably can't even find it at my store. Yikes. Bovril. So not a great first half, really, from either side. Chelsea, I think, have just looked a little better because of Cole Palmer and because of their fast attackers. Nicholas Jackson hasn't really done much. Their midfield hasn't really done much. Ref's been a little bit not great, especially we could have had a penalty shout, couple penalty shouts, honestly, in one situation. It's just not. He's just letting a lot go. Let me look at some stats for Rashford here. Rashford probably honestly had one of the best chances of the match in that last second. He really could have done a little bit more to get a better contact, but he's not doing what I liked him. So Højlund has been the most fouled player in the match so far. Højlund's been fouled 3 times. So that's cool. He's just not getting the ball. Højlund's only had 23 touches, and it's just that's not good enough from your striker. We're not finding him. And in our defense, Højlund is not doing enough when he has the ball either to find his teammates. Nobody in the front of our attack is really getting that. Like Garnacho's only had 16 touches. Like that's embarrassing. That should not be happening. Bruno's pass accuracy has been shit, 75%, but he's only played 20 passes. Not good enough. We need to do a lot better in moving the ball. Oh, what are we saying here? Bovril United. If I get to a point where this channel gets monetized and at any so this, like I said, you guys know this was never the point. The point of the channel was never to get monetized in terms of never to be like my job. I have a job, I have a business, I do my thing. If it gets monetized, cool. But maybe at some point, if I ever decide to do memberships or do badges or something, maybe I'll get one that looks like a bottle of Bovril for the inside jokes alone. Technically, one can say a cup of Bovril, similar experience of having a cup of bouillon. So it's just like beef flavored stuff, just a bit thicker. Interesting. Rasmus started well until Caldwell started marking him. Yeah, I think that. But see, that's the thing, Danny. Then he needs to go basically just stand on Fofana and just give Caldwell something to think about. He needs to just go stand right on the shoulder of Fofana, and either Fofana is going to be the one to mark him, or Caldwell is going to get pulled out of position and leave some space open. So if that's what happens, if you're getting marked like that, then you just go stand on the other defender. Diego Maradona said that exact thing a while back. He said, if he's getting man marked, you go stand on the other defender, and now you've given him a decision to make. Usman wants to try some Bovril. Maybe we'll do a Bovril giveaway at some point. Yeah, Danny. He's looking a little isolated, in my opinion. It's just super obvious where the ball's coming from. Rashford, I don't really know what Rashford's supposed to be doing. He's not really doing enough for me personally. But I'm just going to change this up here in a second. We're getting ready for kickoff again here, guys. Enjoy halftime. Get your thoughts in. Apparently, this is the most drawn Premier League fixture of all time. Interesting. Who do you guys think has been the better side so far? Let me know in the chat what you think. Comes Turtleneck. 100. It's like we don't have a 10. Yeah, Bruno's kind of moving around a little too much, which the way Casemiro's playing today, I feel for Bruno because Casemiro's not been great. Cucurella coming on from Malo Gusto, no subs for United, looks like. So Waiting for the whistle here, ref. All right, let's go. Oh, come on. What stream am I watching, Usman? Mine is on USA Network, I believe. Myra says we need more Powerful. All right. If I ever decide to do memberships, which honestly I probably won't do because I don't have the time to make extra content and whatnot for members only. If I ever did badges, I would do a Bovril badge just for you guys. But that's funny. That sucks. Just trying to figure out a few things. Bear with me here. Nope. All right. Well, I'm not doing the timer again because the timer decided it wanted to stop working. So no more timer. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys are watching the match anyway. You can see the timer. But what subs would you guys make in this half? Who needs to show you a little bit more? I think Rashford's cruising for a substitution. Casemiro. You see, the problem is we can't sub Casemiro because we don't have enough players who are fit who can do that job right now, unless you want to completely just go for it. Put Ugarte as a lone 6 and just play a 4-3-3 basically. But Usman says Rashford off for Ahmad. Do you guys agree? We all got excited that maybe Ahmad would get some more minutes, but sorry, I keep fidgeting. My back is killing me. I played footy yesterday morning on a futsal court, and it's just the court wasn't in the greatest condition. So I was just my back's hurting a little bit. Bruno, oh, move the ball, dude. Get your head up. Rashford off for Ahmad, Xerxes on for Cass. Drop Bruno in the 8. Do you think that? Yeah, I don't know. Xerxes frustrates me. He worries me. Billy Connolly has a very funny story / joke about Bravo. The only thing I've ever seen Billy Connolly in is Boondock Saints. I know he's a comedian. I know he does stand up. I've never seen any of his stand up personally, but the only thing I remember seeing, and I was like, what, over 20 years ago. It's so funny when you're like in high school, college, and you watch Billy Connolly and Boondock Saints, and then you find out after the fact, like, oh, wait, no, this guy's like a comedian. He's super funny. You're like, wait a second. He just killed a bunch of people in this movie. That makes zero sense. But from what I've heard, he's very, very funny. So, yeah, Lionheart's, the build-up is slow. I don't know why we're... See, like I said earlier... come on. There we go. Like I said earlier, it's like we've yet to find that balance between playing an early ball, but playing it a quality ball, and then holding on to it too long, but like missing out on the opportunity when it's there. It's just we haven't quite found it yet. Billy Connolly, one best comedians. I don't know. Are you guys? Is that the Irish bias though? I don't know if I can trust you guys on that one with the Irish bias coming through. I'll watch comedians. I don't know if I watch enough stand up to have like a favorite or to say this one's better. When I started watching more stand up, that was like when Dane Cook was super popular. So I was never. I'm way too young for like Seinfeld and Robin Williams. I did watch Robin Williams stand up live on Broadway. That was hilarious. But showing some love from Billy Connolly. Usman, have I decided what I'm doing in international break? Yeah, I was letting you guys kind of vote on that. And so there was a poll in the channel, if you go to the community tab, you'll see a poll for choices. I think so far the one that's winning, it's just a bad ball from who's that? Yeah, so far the one that's winning is going through the squad and who fits, who doesn't fit in a Ruben Amorim system. And so we might, he's offside probably. So that's something that a lot of people do. So go check out the poll, Usman, see what's up there. Lionheart says, Billy isn't a comedian, he's a storyteller. Amazing one. Well, you let me know if there's a specific special or specific show that I should go, that I should make a point to watch. I got an eyelash on my head. And I will give it a shout. But you're building up, you're putting a lot of hype up there, man. I'm going to be disappointed if he's not as good as you say he is. Oh my gosh. I am ready for elections to be done. Every time I keep checking my phone, I think I got a text message, and all it is a spam text, and it's starting to annoy me. I'm feeling like Ron Swanson. If you guys ever watch Parks and Rec, like I don't like people having my number and stuff. I'm not a fan of just having my information out there, which is ironic because I'm a YouTuber, so it's all right there. You'd be surprised, I am very, very introverted. I'm not very socially outgoing and chatty. What is this ball from Ugarte? Going. We did well to win the ball back there, but we shouldn't have lost it in the first place. It was just sloppy. We're just too hurried because they're pressing us, and the ball is just not great. And we talked about this. They press. They don't give you any time. So now I have two things on my bucket list: Bovril and Billy. Danny says, "Same, Sean." Yeah, and it's not like I dislike people or anything. I just don't need to constantly be around people to be like happy and stuff. Like I'm totally self-sufficient, totally fine watching a game of myself, watching in a bar, totally fine doing my own thing all day without any human interaction. But I'm also totally fine doing things with other people. I just get worn out. Just one thing, if you're an introvert too, Danny, you'll know this too. You'll feel it like when you go to like parties or when you're doing like social stuff, like, and especially when a lot of it is small talk, by the end of the day, you're like exhausted because it's like you're performing almost. It's like you're putting on a show. Like you're not fake. It's work to interact and socialize in that regard. And it's really, really, really tiring. Like I've taken some of my best naps have been after like social situations. So somebody, there was an author, who was describing what it was like for introverts to have these conversations. And he said, if you want to know what it's like, imagine that when you're doing it, you're running on a treadmill at the same time. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I feel like. He's seeing into my soul. Yeah. It's tiring. It is, but we don't dislike people. We just, it's just extra work. I think I used to joke with my wife. My wife and I would joke when COVID happened and lockdown started, it was like introverts everywhere just started celebrating because now they finally have a really good excuse just to chill at home and watch Netflix or do their own thing without social pressure. So we still go out and do stuff. Like you guys know, I did do trivia with a couple that we know and stuff. And I like trivia, and obviously I'll go to the bar with a bunch of guys and watch, these games with the Detroit Red Devil crew. And not to release that ball. Thank you. And obviously I can't play footy without other people. So I'm usually doing that, but yikes. It was brilliant. Yes, it was nice. I didn't like how so much stuff at the store was no longer on the shelves. It took me forever to find olive oil for a while. And toilet paper, I didn't understand. Whoo, that was close. Nobody want to mark Netto at all? We forget that Netto's there. I don't know what happened with the toilet paper. Everybody just started hoarding it like they were expecting the apocalypse to happen and toilet paper was going to be the new currency and whoever had the most was king of the pandemic. I don't get that at all. I was seeing people fight and argue at the stores over some freaking toilet paper. when all this shit hit the fan, I just ordered a bunch of it on Amazon real quick and freaking see Hoyland. See, ref, you gonna give him a card at all for doing the same shit to Hoyland over and over again? But DJ per Sonic Entertainment, welcome to the channel and big up just for the cool name, man. That's awesome. Then he says Rashford is a joke. Rashford he's having not a great game, is he? Hoyland's doing a lot of the work up there, but nobody's really helping him out at all. Where's this free kick going here? Who's just left him through dust? Yeah. Cucurella has been very good in last year. He had a really, really, really good Euros. Oh, go on. Garnacho, you're just holding on. That's out. Come on, ref, corner. Oh, fuck off. Cucurella had a really good Euros. I thought the Euros was good for fullbacks in general. I thought Kirkes looked good for Hungary. Obviously, Kadiolu looked really good for Turkey. Carvajal had an amazing Euro. I mean, Carvajal should have gotten Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. It's a freaking criminal that he didn't. And then Cucurella had a really good Euros as well. Ref, literally over and over and over again. The bog roll situation was crazy. Yeah, but DJ Personic, welcome to the channel. Let us know your thoughts on the first half. Let me know your thoughts on how the second half is going. And thanks for checking out the channel, man. Like the video, subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. I don't normally do watch-alongs. My plans changed today. The group that I usually go and watch matches with, they switched their location today, and it was just a little too far. I didn't want to drive an hour and then drive an hour back. So try to do watch-alongs. Like I said, not something I normally do, but I enjoy it. I enjoyed hanging out with you all and talking about the match. Dallo, you getting beat too easily. Fucking hell. Jeez, Dallo. So I don't understand. If Rashford's not been playing well and Dallo's been struggling, why do we put them both on the same side of the pitch? Shouldn't we kind of balance that out a little bit? I get maybe they've played together a little bit more, so maybe they've got, but they don't though. Yeah, I don't know. This is annoying. Problem is like, just boot it. Oh my God. Just boot it. You can regroup and win it higher up the pitch. We are literally just trying to walk it out of defense, man. That shit's got to stop. Come on, Rashford's ball. There you go. Good ball. Good ball. Go. Go on. Go on. Let it go. Oh, is that going out? Fuck. Rashford had time. Rashford had a lot more time. I don't know why he just booted that in. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's just the wrong decision at the wrong time every time. And it's just, Rashford did not need to hit this so early. He had time. I said that in pre-match, I think. Crunching up all newspapers is an experience I do not wish to repeat. What is happening? What the heck is a bog roll? What did you say pre-match, Danny? Let me know. I just don't. It's just something. It's just not clicking today. It's not working, and I'm struggling to see. Like, it's clear that we're trying to just Chelsea are trying to press us into losing it just outside their box. We're trying to play on the counter and shoot. Fuck, that was a weak shot. Not a good effort from Rashford personally. It was pretty weak. Dallin Rashford, yeah, it's not working for me, is it? It's not working, which is too bad because they both should be better. They're both internationals. They're both senior players in the squad. They really shouldn't be getting outshone by guys like Hoyland and Garnacho and Ugarte and whatnot. And I think even Mazraoui's come in and he's from the get-go has looked streets ahead of what Dallo has really ever looked like in many regards, which is, again, just kind of totally disproves the whole Premier League proven nonsense. But it's not all clicking at the same time for us. The stars are not aligning, and it's really too bad. Ruud gets a pass because it is what it is. These players are what is this ball from? Why are we just hoofing it to the middle of the park? There's no reason for Dallo to play that ball. Literally no reason. Oh, jeez. Saw the Barcelona one. So did Atletico as well. Let me see who scored. Simeone, Sorloth. Fiorentino won and kept a clean sheet. So De Gea still holding down the fort out there in Italy. I think my 2-2 is even optimistic. I don't know where the goals are coming from today. It's just the front line is just not quite clicking, is it? Good. That was a good header from Bruno. Oh, that was such a good ball. Get there. Oh, please get there. Thank you. That was not. He kept it in bounds. What the hell was Ahmad doing so close to the touchline? Fucking hell. De Gea made its wonder save. I don't watch a whole lot of Italian football these days. I watch a little bit of AC Milan because I think that Tijani Reinders is a really good midfielder. But I haven't watched a whole lot of them these days. That did not look out. Why don't they show replay of that? They want to show a replay of the bullshit non-penalty that they keep trying to force from Martinez in the first half, but no one wants to show that. And guys, stay away from the touchline because Ahmad really could have cost us an opportunity there by standing way too close to the touchline. Look at it. He's still got the fucking scratch on his neck, man. See, Garnacho's getting pulled away. We're leaving a lot of space open on our flanks here. Oh, good. That was good from Dallo. He's fucking offside again. Taking way too long. I'm right there with you, Danny. Whether it's anger or drinking, he's not even offside. Oh my! These freaking linesmen are idiots. Ref's a prick, Danny. The ref's just really quick to blow his whistle, unless, of course, Rasmus Højlund's getting Freddy Kruegered. I mean, Halloween was 3 days ago. What the hell is this bullshit, man? Nope. That was not great. Go on, Dalit. Go on. Højlund, the ball's got to get to you before you can start holding up your man, dude. You got to go to the ball. That's out. Come on, ref. All right. Get up. Launch the attack. Launch the attack. Let's go. Taking too long. What do you guys think of the new streaming platform while we're chatting here? Second time using it. Getting it a little figured out. It's probably not going to be as feature heavy as like an OBS, but OBS was just dirty. What was that shot from Garnacho? Oh my god. Are you shitting me? We finally get a good situation on a fucking plate. Oh my god. Come on. Jeez, that should have been goal. That should have been in the back of the net. What the hell was that ball from Ugarte? What was he thinking? These guys out here thinking he's Tony Cruz. That wasn't going anywhere. Yep. Should have been a goal. We should have had. Honestly, we should have 2 goals. That last kick of the first half from Rashford really should have been in the back of the net. And Garnacho, I don't know. We're just so wasteful, and this is the shit. This is why I'm like, it's not Ten Hag's fault. It's not Ruud's fault. Like no one, like if Ten Hag were still manager, people would go in on him for that fucking missed opportunity. It's not Ten Hag's fault. That's Garnacho just making shit contact on the ball. Ref, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Is Michael Oliver just training all the refs in the fucking league? Because this is ridiculous. So Rashford's got the ball. Oh my god. Wow. Maybe Lionheart's maybe, but fucking hell, he must if he was, then this referee was joining him because this is some bullshit. This is some absolute bullshit. Justin, if you're watching, this is why I said when these refs make stupid calls or when they're not making calls, you just freaking rifle a shot right at them and let them know. I have no problem with that. Someone needs to just freaking rifle a pass. Like you guys have watched The Longest Yard, the Adam Stanley remake, when they just throw a pass and it hits the ref. Like, start calling the right, start making the calls. Yeah, this is an absolute joke. Right to pen! Thank you! Woo! It's about fucking time. Go on, Rasmus. Sorry if that was loud, y'all. That was such a beautiful ball from Casemiro, too. What an absolute beaut of what a take from Hoy. A little too heavy, but he only gets his foot. That's a pen. Thank you. Hit that like button if you're buzzing for this pen. All right, let's put this away. See, this is what I think. I don't mind VAR looking at the penalty decisions, but so statistically, the longer it takes between the penalty being awarded and the penalty being taken, the longer it takes, the less likely it is that the taker is going to score the shot. So they just award the penalty, let him take it, and then look at VAR. And then you can do that. But there's all this time. You're supposed to be given the advantage when you win a penalty, and it takes away the advantage the longer it takes for them to shoot this. Yeah, Bruno! Bruno! Get in! I will take it all day. It wasn't deserved because of our performance. It was deserved for the bullshit non-calls that this ref has been making. This ref has been an absolute fucking joke today. Get in! Get in, Bruno! Dog thinks I'm yelling at her. She just ran and hid. Bailey girl, it's okay. Where's my girl? You're fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm happy. No, but don't come over here though. No, 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 no. You're not in trouble. Come here. You're fine. Come here. There you go. There you go. Go lay down. Unfortunately, I can only power slap the like button once, right? They should let you just hit the like button as many times as you want to. But if you're joining the stream, it is 1-0 Manchester United over Chelsea in the 70th minute after a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ball from Casemiro is taken in by Rasmus Højlund in the box. His touch takes him a little away from goal, but thankfully Sanchez was a fucking moron, came out, tried to go for the ball, completely takes out Højlund's feet with his hands. Bruno puts away the pen, and United are up 1-0. It's onside, ref. Get there. Fuck. Bad ball. Mikhailo in the Mudryk is on the pitch because apparently that's going to solve all Chelsea's problem. Watch him fucking score now. Enzo KKK Fernandez jumping on the pitch as well. So cool. Cooper, go to your blanket, buddy. Lay in your blanket. No. Cooper, go. Cooper. Hey, stop. Enough. No. Go. Go to your blanket. You're done. Well, there's that sub everybody was wanting us to make. What the hell just happened? Jeez. That was weird. I also have a new laptop, and this new laptop, this touchpad is very, very sensitive. It doesn't have buttons. Like my old one has the 2 buttons like a mouse. This one doesn't. And so sometimes I'll go to scroll, but it's like if I do it a weird way, it like minimizes the windows, and it's really weird. I'm out on the counter. Ahmad just needs to keep the ball. Right now, we need to be a little smart. We need to slow things down a little bit. Obviously, we still want to try to score, but we haven't been really good at taking care of the ball today, especially. We're giving away a little too much. We're playing really bad passes. If we can just string a couple of really good passes together, keep possession for it, take some of the sting out of the game and just ease off the pressure, get a good couple minute spell of possession, I think it'll really help put things back in our favor. And okay, sorry, probably shouldn't say that, but let's be honest. Yeah, so Chelsea have brought on Mikhailo in the Mudryk and Enzo Fernandez. Just don't foul him. Don't foul him. So at least I'll make you guys laugh. I'll take it. Chelsea have had 7 corners. Jeez. Fuck! Come on. Fuck's sake. Just shit defending. It's just shit defending. Same shit, different day. No one is alive to the danger. No one's following that ball. No one's paying attention. At least somebody tried to clear danger, but literally no one, there's no hustle. No one's trying to get out. No one's... I mean, technically... Yeah, Lionheart set pieces. And it's not even like we got done on like a header. It was just nobody again. It was just the same shit. What was that ball from Ugarte? What are you doing? It's just the same shit. Nobody alive to the danger, nobody closing down the space, and just okay. Hoyland's doing a good job of holding up the ball, but he can't do it by himself. Someone's got to be an option. This is some shit, man. Everybody's ball watching, Danny. Like freaking Ugarte's ball watching. What is this defending? We're just completely falling apart right now. Clear the ball and then figure it out after the fact, man. Ugh, jeez. We're the leaders on the pitch right now to come in and tell everybody, like, just guys, let's just take a breath, slow things down. Ugarte really shouldn't be playing balls across midfield and outside of his own box like that. Like, that's just a recipe for disaster. And like, I'm glad that Casemiro came in and win that header. Casemiro was actually not having a bad match, but like, there's nobody out to get the second ball. No one's alive to the danger, and that's the kind of shit that we've been seeing. Whether it's a set piece or not, it was just not alive to the danger. This is where like just experience is needed. This is why I don't have a problem with targeting young players and building for the future, but you need experienced players who are good in those situations. Yeah, we're at 6s and 7s at the moment. We just can't get this game calmed down. And this is about momentum. Like, it's not just about the score, it's about momentum, because now Chelsea, they came out swinging after we scored that goal. They scored one, and now it's all Chelsea momentum right now. And like, we just can't sustain when we're on top, because we're not having a really good possession game today. Like, we're just not doing a really good job at keeping the ball, and we're making really bad decisions when we do have the ball. Someone just tackle him. Just fucking tackle him. Leaders have all retired. I mean, that's the thing. They haven't like I hear you and I agree. Maybe I'm expecting too much from pass the ball, Hoyland. Go on. Fuck. Garnacho. See, this is a shit. It's just bad decision making when we have the ball. Like, get your head up. See, Garnacho, as soon as Garnacho gets that ball, he has one thing on his mind. He only wants to score. Rashford's, it's just bad decision making. And I'm trying to be patient with Garnacho because he's young, but it was the wrong decision. And who's pulling him up after the match right now, telling him, like, get your fucking head up, dude. Like, get your head up. Go on, Ahmad. Garnacho too poor. It was a bad decision for sure, Danny. It was just not. He did not get his head up. As soon as we won that ball back, Garnacho had one. That's handball, ref. Garnacho had one thing on his mind, and that was getting in there and trying to get a shot off. He really shouldn't have taken that shot with his left foot. He really should have tried. All you had to do is get your head up 1 second. It doesn't take that much time to just get your head up and see where everybody's at and make the better decision. At least Hoyland picked him out like this time, so maybe we'll take silver lining there. But go on. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring on Xerxes here, aren't we? Problem is we're not sustaining possession enough in the final third to bring on Xerxes. Xerxes not going to do anything. We keep playing counterattacking football. Back post. Fuck. I didn't even notice that Rashford came off. Interesting. United should buy accomplished players and develop young players. Gone are the days when we bought a Berba, Tevez, Zlatan. We need to have both, right? We need to have a balance, but you just have to make sure you get the right experienced player and not just experience for experience sake, because that's what gets you, quite frankly, and not, no disrespect, but just using an example, someone like Casemiro or something. Like, there are players out there who we could go get who are experienced. Like, I've throwing like Nico Barella's name out there a couple times. Locatelli, throwing his name out there. But it's just, we could have spent a little more and got maybe like an Ivan Toney or something. We could have really spent like 10 million in January and grabbed Marcus Thuram the other season, but we didn't do that. We wanted to spend a few million less on loans for like Veghorst or something. So it's just, yeah, wrong pass from Ahmad. Yeah, Ahmad. See, whereas Garnacho is a bit too selfish in those situations, Danny, I think Ahmad needs to be more selfish sometimes. I think Ahmad needs to take a couple more shots instead of always maybe trying to look for the. It's great that he does well to get himself into those final third positions, but I think that he needs to be a little selfish sometimes. Yeah, Højlund's gonna run himself into an injury if he keeps fighting the way he's fighting. Get back in shape. Come on. Casemiro getting caught out. Close him down. Somebody want to close him down? No? Cool. Just hoof it. Hoof it. It's not on. Just boot it. Fuck. Fuck. Right, but they're getting young players for the first team like Xerxes and shit when we have Wheatley. I mean, young is relative, I guess. I mean, Xerxes is young. He's 23, right? But he is experienced with first team football. Whereas Wheatley is really not. So there's young and then there's young. Like, you wouldn't say Phil Foden is, inexperienced, but he's like similar age. But again, this is where it comes down to talent identification, recruiting, scouting. This is where all that plays a role, and we're not the best at it. At least we haven't been. We'll see what Ineos do that's different, but we haven't been great at it over the years. So, but I hear you, Lionhearts. I don't really know what Lindelof's going to do. I mean, I guess he's decent at defending the channel, but are we going to a back three maybe? We're bringing off Dallo? Buy first team ready and develop in the academy. Yeah, I mean, we've done that. Kone's first team. Opie Martin looks ready for the first team. We did that with Ahmad. Ahmad came from Atalanta, but he was already playing first team football. Again, but that's just about talent identification. You got to be good. You got to trust your scouts. You got to have good scouts. Need a proper 10 and a winger. We do need a lot of players, man. We do need a right winger. We do need a left back. We do need maybe upgrade midfield if Eriksen and Casemiro are gone. Just control the ball. Just fucking keep hold of the ball for more than a couple seconds, and I'll be happy right now. Go on, Xerxes. Fuck. Garnacho, you just let Mazraoui run all the way up there, and now you just gave the ball away. Fucking hell. Yeah. Go in on him, Cass. Fucking let him know. Garnacho is just way too... Garnacho is frustrating me today. Two wingers, to be honest. Garnacho's selfish. Yeah, Garnacho's got to just develop on those. If he wants to get to a better, the next level in his game, Garnacho's decision making in the final third needs to improve, because Casemiro shouldn't be having to do that. And fair play to Casemiro for going in on Garnacho, because he's not the first player that's done that. Rasmus has gone in on Garnacho several times since he's joined, because Garnacho has been guilty of that way too frequently. Lionheart says, yes, we got Ahmad and stuck him in the U21s. And we sent him on loan for a few seasons as well, but it did help because I don't think he was going to play very much. Done with him. Danny is done. Danny wanted to just fire sale everybody out of here. See, Xerxes got to use his size a bit more. Xerxes like 1,000 feet tall, and he's just afraid to like get stuck in. Man, he's afraid to throw his weight around. I don't understand. Maybe he's just not used to that style of play. Maybe in Italy they just don't play as physically. I don't know, but you'll get away with a little bit more here. You're more than welcome to do what you need to do to get the job done. Go on, Xerxes. There you go. I don't have a problem with that. Foul him. I don't care. There you go. There you go. Come on, Xerxes. Come on, come on. Somebody want to stick Palmer? He's just chilling in the midfield. There you go. Fuck. There you go. I don't have a problem with that. A few more minutes, y'all. Danny, you might be right. This might have 2-1 written all over it. I feel like somebody's going to nick something here in the dying minutes, but at the moment, it doesn't look like it's not going to be us. I don't feel like. Come on, Ahmad. Close down the space. Close down the space. Fuck. Go on, Onana. Go on, Onana. Well done to see that through all those bodies. I don't like how no matter what the TV company is, they keep showing these replays over and over again, and we're missing like so much vital action. I've missed goals sometimes because like NBC or Peacock are playing a replay when somebody scored on like a counterattack or something. It's super annoying. Just boot it. Just boot it. Just boot it. Boot it better than that. Oh, Bruno. So jealous of Palmer. He's a United fan. Maybe we could entice him one of these days to come back home. Just carry it. Carry it. You got time. Go on, Ahmad. Go on, Ahmad. Fuck. Go on, Lindelof. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, I thought that was in. Woo. That looked destined for a postage stamp. Good job by Lindelof too. Fair play. Oh, I thought that was God, it was such a good strike from Garnacho, to be fair. Keeps his hips above it. Oh, I thought that was going in. Top bins. Oh, go on, Licha. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Fucking hell, Bruno. Fucking hell, Bruno. What are you doing? Fucking Bruno. Lionhearts, I think that. Was it those say they haven't showed the replay? They'll show the replay of all the other bullshit. They won't show actual replays. It didn't look like a save to me. It looked like Garnacho just got just a little too much on it, but Bruno really fucking Berbatov in the house. Take a touch, draw a player, get the pen. What a clown. Yeah, Bruno's really got to show better composure in that on those fucking moments, man. He's just not Christ on a bike. Where did that saying come from? Christ on a bike. I don't understand who decided that was a saying. These are the kind of questions that keep me up at night. I have a lot going on in my life, apparently. I don't even have a problem with that, Dallo. Do what you got to do. Somebody want to... Got a little deflection. There you go. Go, 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 go. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking Onana does my head in sometimes with how long he takes to freaking launch an attack, man. It's so annoying. Oh, that was a good win by Xerxes. That's how you fucking do it. Nope, that was the wrong ball, Garnacho. That was such a shit cross. Go on, Maz. Piss poor, yeah. It's what a good challenge. Mazraoui's so good. Okay, Neto is the one who trips Mazraoui. He holds his fucking leg. This ref is having an absolute fucking nightmare of a match. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's fucking hilarious. My hearts. Oh, ref's a prick. Ref is being an absolute fucking asshole today. Go on, Mazraoui. I have such a man crush on Nusayr Mazraoui. See, Bruno is the wrong ball, bro. I don't even fucking care. Take Palmer out. Fuck off. Like Buddy Christ and Dogma. Buddy Christ. I freaking love Dogma. 90s was good for Kevin James movies. Mallrats was solid. Clerks was good times. Dogma, I love me some Dogma. How can you try to review this for Red and Rasmus Højlund's running around with gash scratch marks on his neck? There's no contact. Oh my gosh. Come on. What a movie. They keep talking about how it's on his knee, but Palmer's knee is like bent super low to the ground. It's not high just because it catches him on the knee. Chasing, you know, I never saw Chasing Amy Lionhearts, but I do like Mallrats. Mallrats is good times. Yeah, he did. So it's probably like close to the last kick of the game here. So we did get draw likely. I'm not going to call it too soon, but we will get fined because we have 6 players on a booking now. What kind of clearance was that? Just get rid of the ball. There you go. That's all you have to do. Why is it so hard for players to clear the ball? Oh, what a ball from Bruno. And that's exactly why Bruno is on the pitch, because he does things that other players just cannot fucking do. Oh, I thought that was going in. Oh, if we score from a corner. Oh, if we score from a corner. Danny, you might be calling it. Don't let Bruno take it. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a Delit header right now to just freaking send these fucking blue bastards home crying. Come on. Fucking hell was that corner, Bruno. Fucking Bruno. What a shit corner. Such a shit corner, man. What an absolute shit corner. Yeah, you did call it, Danny. It was a shit corner, though. Taking off my earbuds. Well, it ends 1-1, all drawn up. I had a feeling it was going to be a draw. I thought maybe the way we were playing the other day, I thought maybe we'd see a couple more goals, but it is what it is. Are you guys happy with a point at home against Chelsea, considering just context? Again, we have to consider context with everything, right? Context right now, we're not the best. I think the frustrating part for me is that we really could have had another goal too. We should have had another penalty at least. We really should have had a goal from Garnacho. Bruno had an opportunity to maybe put one in the back of that too. It's just, again, that final ball is just never good enough. The final decision, the final shot, the final pass, it's just that final extra little piece is just not good. And whether it's math or baking, if one thing's off, everything's off, and it's just not working. Danny, yeah, it was such a shit fucking corner. Make United great again, Muga. It was not, yeah, compared to Leicester, and obviously Leicester a completely different level to what Chelsea are doing right now. But which is weird because Leicester, just had Maresca last season, but it wasn't good. We were not. I didn't think we were that great on the ball. I think that our possession, our passing was shit. Rashford again not having a good match. Rashford has really, really, really got to step it up because he is just not been good enough this season is all. I'm going to turn this TV off so I don't get distracted. I'm going to go check these stats out again and see what happened now at the final whistle. So again, possession not really changed for the whole match. Let me see here. First match, we had 47%. Second half, 46. So it was basically we were just happy to kind of not keep the ball. We turned it up a little bit in the second half. So if you remember, our XG in the first half was like 0.2 something or 0.6 something. It's 0.68. It jumped up to 1.29. So we pretty much doubled our XG in the second half, which means we were attacking more, we were getting into better positions. Xerxes had a couple of bright moments. He just really needed to work on holding onto the ball a little bit more. But honestly, that was the theme for the entire day, just not good on the ball. We had a little bit more shots on target. So we definitely turned it up. We actually did much better with shooting in the second half. We only had 3 shots inside the box first half. We jumped it up to 5 in the second half. Yeah, Chelsea's XG took a huge dip in the second half as well. So we definitely turned it up in the second half. We definitely started to see the momentum shift in our favor. It's just, again, it's just a shame that the final quality just wasn't there. Reinhardt says, "What a load of shite." It is. You like ahead of it. Again, going into the match, it was one of those things. Considering how we've been playing, considering what Chelsea have been doing, you're like, all right, I would probably take a draw now. But then, and then during the match, we're like, all right, we're probably lucky to not be down a little bit more. And then you get frustrated, right? You start to get greedy because you're like, we really should be up because we're getting into good positions. Rashford should have buried that chance. Garnacho definitely should have done better with his chance. Bruno had another chance. Well done to Højlund for winning the penalty. Well done to Xerxes for winning that header in that last attempt area. For Garnacho to run on. That's what I like to see more of from Xerxes, using his size, using his frame. And then Bruno puts in a bullshit corner like that. Casemiro, arguably my man of the match today. You guys let me know who was your man of the match. I think Casemiro, after a rough, and we were joking about it to the start of the match, after a rough couple minutes where he was making those classic Casemiro mistakes, his ball to Højlund that led to us winning that penalty was a thing of beauty. I thought Casemiro looked like a leader on the pitch. He was sensing where the danger was coming from. He was having the problem with Casemiro is he was having to clean up for a lot of people, and we saw that when he went in on Garnacho for holding on the ball too much, giving it away, and then just kind of jogging back while Casemiro had to run and make up the distance and gave away a foul and got a yellow card for it. And he was right to go in and Garnacho for that. Rashford had a shit day at the office. Rashford's really got it. I have zero qualms. I know he's Manc born and bred. He's from the academy. Like, we love Rashford, but at the same time, the club comes first. And if Rashford can't show that he deserves to get paid $300K a week, then it's off to PSG or off to the Saudi league for you, my friend, because there are plenty of players who come in and do a job. Let me see what Rashford's numbers look like. So Rashford literally, wow, Rashford was shit. Yikes. Højlund was good. Garnacho, yeah, our wide players were just not great today. Period. And fair play for keeping Cole Palmer a little quiet. I mean, Cole Palmer is always dangerous, and he did cause us some problems, but thankfully he didn't cause us a ton of problems in the areas where it mattered. Big up Knee, my guy. How are you? Man of the match, either Casemiro or Mazraoui. I could go either way right now for Casemiro or Mazraoui. I think that both, you could probably toss a coin right now, and neither one would feel like the wrong answer, right? So, are we in relegation battle? Should have been called Big Sam Neil Warnock for the manager job. We're gonna see. Amarim's got a lot of work on his hands here to do. I think that, hopefully he's watching these matches. You'd think he's watching these matches. Hopefully he's watching these matches and he's looking and seeing, who can do it, who can't. Rashford today didn't look like, I know some people were talking about putting him in like one of those wide roles. Rashford can't play in a wing back because he can't defend. He doesn't know how to man mark. He doesn't know how to press. He only knows how to run forward. Rashford, honestly, if he wants to get the most out of his career, he needs to go to PSG, fill the gap, fill the void that Mbappe left there, and just do that. Otherwise, he needs to go to the Saudi league or something. But we just don't play that way. It's just the way it is. That kept us in 13th. We are on 12 points, tied on points with Fulham, but they have a better GD than us. Surprise, surprise, doesn't everybody? Not what you wanted to do, but honestly, I'm not going to be too fussed about a draw against Chelsea, considering where we're at and where they're at right now. I don't know what else I would have expected from this match, but you guys let me know who your man of the match was. Knee is going with Casemiro Mazraoui. Again, it could be a coin toss. If I had to choose one right now, I'd probably just choose Casemiro. But honestly, you could choose both. I think both are really good. I thought Dalot was quiet, but he had one of his better matches. I think when he's not being asked to do so much and get so high up the pitch, his detriments aren't on show. Basically, his weaknesses aren't exploited, and I think that Dalot did what he needed to do. He played a couple of bad passes that I probably wouldn't have liked to see him play, but Everybody did today. We just couldn't hold on to the ball today. And it wasn't just because we were being pressed night and day. It was just because we could not hold on to the ball. Our pass accuracy was not great. 80% pass accuracy on the day. We did pick up 6 yellows, so we are going to get fined. Like I said, yeah, it just wasn't a good. We only our long balls weren't great. Our crosses weren't great, but Chelsea didn't have Chelsea's were worse. Wasn't great. We had a better defensive game. We had a lot of interceptions. Our defensive game was fine. Like I said, I wasn't too worried about our defending, but we just made it hard on ourselves today, didn't we? But you guys, let me know who your man of the match was. Let me know who should Ahmad be starting the next one. I know it's probably an easy question. A lot of you guys are probably going to say, yeah, Ahmad should be starting and Rashford should be benched. We host PAOK this week on Thursday in the Europa League, so it might be a good opportunity for Ahmad to get a start. Personally, I think that probably should happen. Man of the match, the kit man. At least they all had the same top on. That's true. Man of the match for Chelsea is probably the crossbar because we hit it so many times. Man of the match, maybe the ref for Chelsea as well, because this guy, like, if they don't, I don't know how they don't see Rasmus getting scratched in the neck and fucking not have VAR pull that back. Rob Jones. I knew I remembered his name. Like, it was on the tip of my tongue. Rob Jones was having a nightmare, but let me guys know what your guys' thoughts are. So we got PAOK on Thursday in the Europa League at home, and then we play Leicester again next weekend, and then Ruben Amorim comes in, and it's international break, and we're going to see what happens. Do you guys think Amorim is going to come in and immediately switch over to that 3 at the back system? Do you think it'll be a gradual kind of progression? I think that during the international break, if certain key players go on international duty, it might be harder. So I think that a lot of these players need to come down with the international break flu, stay home. Honestly, we need to just boycott the Nations League. The Nations League is a bunch of bullshit anyway. So we get POK Thessaloniki in the Wi-Fi Password Cup on Thursday. And then Sunday, it's Leicester at home, 9 a.m. And the international break. But get involved in the chat. Get involved if you're wanting to know what Broville is. Because I'm gonna be going to look that up. And if I find some and I try it and it's not good, Lion Hearts, I'm coming for you. Don't forget to go and bro, why the long face? This is a regular occurrence. It's a long face because we should have gotten more from this match. Not like we were overall better, but again, it's just one of those games where the chances that we had we been more clinical with them, Garnacho should have put one away. Rashford should have put one away. Bruno should have had a better attempt. That last ball in on the last corner kick was just so poor from Bruno. And honestly, his corner kicks are never good. They've never have been great. And so it's just one of those things where I'm frustrated because we could have gotten 3 points today and we had some better decision making in the final third, just better. The final ball, the final decision, the final whatever you want to fill that blank in the final third is just not good enough. And this is because we have a combination of players who aren't composed and young players who just aren't going to make the right decision more often than not. So it is what it is. Don't forget to go vote in the poll for what topic you'd like us to have a fun video stream about during the international break. I left that poll up, so go ahead and vote in that. Got a couple options. I'm going to see who might want to join me for that one, and we'll have fun with that. You guys know I like to break up the international break with a little bit of fun. We've done in the video a few weeks ago on the all-time starting 11. You guys got involved with that in the voting, and so that's why we do these videos, help us to break up the boredom of the international break, help us get involved, chat, talk about United, and go from there. But go vote on that. Keane is not happy. Is Keane ever happy, Lionhearts? Honest to God, has Keane ever been happy in his life? Composed View says, isn't that the same points we've been making for how long now? At least be happy we have a new coach and we'll try to take us further. Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm happy. We never know what's going to happen, obviously, with a new manager. But I can be frustrated with the missed chances and demand more from these players, and criticize the decisions, the final ball, the shit finishing, the selfishness from Garnacho. I can criticize a set piece from delivery from Bruno. I can criticize it all. Just like I can praise Casemiro's ball to find Hoyland that led to the pen. I can praise some of the good challenges. I can praise Mazraoui's performance, Casemiro's. I can praise all that as well. But we're talking about the match. We're reflecting on the match. So don't forget to like the video. I'm really happy to see some new faces in here, and obviously some returning people. Really happy with that. I love getting the community growing. We are on the road to 2K. So go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for me if you are new. It's been a blast doing the watch along today. But I will see you guys on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. And probably not going to need to do a 3 points on this just because we did the watch along. So probably not going to do a 3 points, but I will come back and do a preview of the Europa League game, and obviously we'll stop in and chat about the news, any major developments as they come up this week. But until then, enjoy the remainder of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Lionhearts, enjoy your Broville. Danny, enjoy your tea. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for joining me today. Please, again, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.